Welcome to the Deliberation rounds, ladies and gentlemen, of YouTube Idol season
5.
Let's start this off strong, shall we? Let's talk about the elephants in the room, and that's the contestants. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, so let's start off with Tess, right?
Okay.
All right. So what were your thoughts on Tess? Because I had we were thinking that we were gonna have differing opinions on this. So
I'm gonna be honest. It was kind of weak for me. Technique, pitch control. She, first of all, for the positives, I mentioned this in my comments to her. Her pitch was pretty on point, but like other than that, it was kind of just deadpan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave her a very similar review of that. I told her that she hit pitches and most of them were really, really good. There were some problems in like the second verse, but her emotion was the most lacking out of all of this.
Yeah. It was also a bit sloppy at times. I don't think it was the worst this round. But that is up for debate. What are your thoughts on Ginga?
I think that while Ginga had a really good drive, ambition, and emotion going into this, I think that the mixing and the delivery of it ruined it for her. Like, I imagine that in recording of it, it sounds so much better than, it actually ended up. The mixing on this was just awful.
See, I took it more from a performance standpoint. I tried to ignore the mixing and like the mic quality because sometimes you can't help that, but it was just kind of all right for me. It was like a middle of the road. There were some strong points, believe me. Like it just kind of felt like she wasn't stepping out of her comfort zone with this one. Yeah,
absolutely. I definitely think that emotion was one of her strong suits in this. Like,
oh, totally.
She has bucket loads of energy and emotion, and it fit it so well. But
I felt like I was a Power Ranger.
What about Andrea, though? What do you think of Andrea?
Here's the thing, right? She had great technique. Like technique-wise, I think her technique was good. She had some issues with pitch, and I feel like that could have that definitely set her back a bunch. Emotion was I think emotionally she edged Tess out maybe a little bit, but barely.
I personally thought that it was lacking emotion. Like when I listened to it, I was bored. Now, don't get me wrong, the first chorus really had me going. I was like, oh, this sounds good. I like this. Okay, maybe it was just a little bit of a misstep at the beginning, but as I listened to it, the more and more I listened to it, I got distracted at first by the technique, but motion and pitch control just lost it for me. I just couldn't focus after a while. I kept getting distracted by the fact that there were notes that weren't being hit. The key change kind of ruined her in this.
Yeah. I feel like that was definitely one of her weaker points. Let's talk about Sion.
Sion, yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about our contestants rapping. I don't know if it's a singing competition,
Right, exactly. I don't think that a singing competition such as this has any place for rap. Especially rap that awkward.
I feel like rappers should be thrown in a fire.
Right, exactly. I think that rap and hip hop is the scourge of the earth, really. What'd you think about this, Secret Judge?
I like it so much. It's so good.
The interesting thing is when Sion gave this track to me, I felt like it was lacking something, so I put about 5 compressors on it, and then it sounded fucking sweet.
Yeah. Let me take a quick listen to this. Oh yeah, that is a lot better. That is a lot better.
Yeah, I mastered it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, what about this Petri guy though? That's kind of a late runner in this whole competition. Like, new face on the block. I don't know what I'm gonna think of him though.
His entry was kind of short, at about 5 seconds. It was a little bit lacking pitch-wise in the 5 seconds, though. Not too bad. The accent was a bit distracting, and he got a couple of the words wrong, which is strange because he only said like 5 words.
I'll be honest with you, it almost sounds like that voice was a bit put on, and I don't think, much like rapping, I don't think voice acting has a place in a competition such as this.
I don't think so either. Yeah. Kiba. I loved it. It was really good.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It sounded like a, I mean, of course, minus the compression, it sounded like a professional had given us a song. I almost thought that I needed to look up the original song to make sure that he didn't, just give us the official track. It was
yes,
definitely
of course.
It was definitely something that had me confused.
It was so fantastic that I'm still confused, Emmy. That might just be because I'm incredibly dumb.
Yes.
Have you seen the size of my penis? Thank you.
I really loved it. There were some pitch issues at the end, but really just some nice harmonies saved it.
That's been it for Deliberation. The result will come out very soon. We'll see who is the next on the path to being YouTube Idol and who will get the boot.